All right, my friends, Andrew here, and in this short video, we are going to go over ELMessenger Pro's automatic accept and decline feature for your incoming friend requests. Now, ELMessenger Pro has a feature that is going to allow you to automatically accept a friend request and or decline that depending on the situation. You also have an opportunity of being able to send a message with that. Now, keeping in mind that when you send a message with those accepts or those declines, it's going to tag those individuals in your messenger. Remember, you do not need to be friends with somebody on Facebook in order to communicate with them and leverage the power of ELMessenger Pro. They just simply need to be tagged in your messenger for all of the features to really work at their greatest. So when you are accepting friend requests, you're going to want to have a message that goes out to that person that says, hey, thank you for accepting, or thank you for requesting a friend request or whatever, something like that, and get them engaging with you. Obviously, that is the whole goal with your organic marketing strategy, is to engage with as many people as you possibly can. If you have reached your 5,000 limit on Facebook for your friends, using the decline feature with a message inviting them to go over to your Facebook community is an incredible way to leverage the massive amount of incoming friend requests that you will have when you have that large of an audience built up here on Facebook. Because obviously a lot of people are using strategies and they usually go in and they farm the mutual friends in common. So you're going to end up having a lot of friend requests coming in from people who are going to be in this space as well. So you'll be able to decline those with a message saying something like, I'm sorry, I have reached my max friend limit. What I'm inviting you to over here is my group here that's going to give you an opportunity to be able to interact with me and our community without any limitations, or something like that, where you can kind of share that, keeping in mind as well that you will want to rotate those messages. So you're not saying the same thing over and over and over again, right? You want to make sure that you do create it like we teach inside of our framework. So first thing that you're going to need to do here, I've already taken the liberty of creating the tag. So you're going to need to have a tag for this purpose. Now mine says incoming friend request right here. And you'll see right here that when I just simply open this up, I do have a couple of message templates. These message templates are the intro body and the question, as well as the intro body and the group. Now, both of these are specifically related to a different purpose. One is for declining, one is for accepting, right? So if I'm going to decline a friend request, I'm going to send them over to my group. If I'm going to accept them, I'm going to ask them what made them reach out, just so I can get them engaged. If I'm going to send them over to my group, then I want them to obviously be able to do that. And now also what I've done with the new feature inside of ELMessenger Pro is I have actually included a group link for Facebook. So I'm going to do a really quick refresh on this because it has not taken effect yet. So we're going to refresh our screen because I just added that link. So you're going to notice in here when I go back to that tag that I'm actually going to have a link for my Facebook group. So what we'll do is we'll go in here to intro body group, and then we'll open this up and we will select our link, and you'll see here where it says Cloud Key group. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And then this is going to be the link to that group. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one right here because I want to put this one in instead, because what this is actually the link for the bridge. So they're going to actually give us their email address before they go to the group. So I want that instead. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So just in case I want to decline some friend requests, I would simply select that message from my dropdown. I'm going to show you what that looks like here. So I'm going to go over to my friends tab. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to friends request. And you're going to notice that when we get here that we have a new thing that's going to load here on the page, just like ELMessenger Pro does in the group friender. You're going to have one here that says ELMessenger friender. Now this one right here is going to give us the opportunity of confirming and or deleting the friend request. But the first thing we're going to need to do is our incoming request tag. So here I'm going to choose my tag, which is that incoming request. I'm going to confirm them because I personally have not reached my limit on my Facebook account yet. When I do, I will then be deleting those. And then instead of sending a message that says, hey, what made you reach out? I'm going to send a message that says, hey, come over to my group. And at that point, I will be able to build my list with this a little bit more efficiently. Now, number of requests, I can set the number that I want just like anything else. So for the purpose of the video here, we'll just go ahead and set 2. So we're going to confirm it. We're going to do this on a 20 to 25 second interval. You can, of course, make a custom interval, just making sure that there is a 5-second gap in between those two intervals. So anywhere 30 to 35 seconds, 60 to 65 seconds, just depends on how many requests that you want to do. And then right here, if we want to send a message, keep in mind, again, you want to send that message if you want to tag these individuals. If you just want to accept them, you can just simply leave that blank and it'll automatically just accept everybody without the the message, but you can also send that message with them. And it's very important that we do engage with people. That is actually how we are able to be successful in this market. So what we do here is simply go click on start, and it is going to begin the process of accepting the friend requests in the order that they are there. It's also going to send that message with that accepted friend request. As you can see here, it's going to say, hey, Lewis, thank you for sending a friend request. How are you doing? So I accepted that, and then thanked her for sending the friend request, and then asked a question related to that. How are you doing? Same thing here. In 13 seconds, Nick is going to get confirmed. He will receive a different message, but it's the same concept, right? It's going to say, hey, Nick, thank you for sending a friend request, or thank you for reaching out with a friend request, something very similar. And what made you do that, or what do you do, or something like that. Something to get a conversation going with this particular individual, get some engagement up and running. So as you can see, that is how that works. Real easy, real simple process. You can see here, hello, Nick. Thank you for reaching out with a friend request. What do you do? So we've opened up that conversation. We've opened up that doorway. So that is actually how you use this feature. Now, there is a lot of strategy that you can deploy with this. There's so much value behind how you can use this to drive traffic to specific groups, specific pages. And I would encourage you to take a look at gathering the person's contact information, their email information specifically, when you are using this process, because these are people who have reached out to you. Remember, they've reached out to you. It's not cold outreach. You're just confirming them reaching out to you. So it's the opposite of that, a little bit different of a strategy when you are interacting with these individuals, but this is how it works. A real simple process right here. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, feel free to reach out to our support team. We'll be happy to